जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोधानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोधानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यामुना तीरा वनचारी। यामुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रीमद्-भागवतम की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 Reading from Srimad-Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 1, entitled Questions by the Sages, Text 1. I'll just read the text and we'll read the purport what we are going to discuss today. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadyasya Yatonvayat Itarataschartat Abhignaswarat Tene Brahmakritaya Adikavaye Muhyanti Yatsurayah Tejo Vari Mritam Yata Vinimayo Yatrastrishargo Mrishar Dhamna Svena Sada Nirashtakohakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. Translation and purport is Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. O my Lord Shri Krishna, Son of Vasudeva, O all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Shri Krishna because He is the absolute truth and the primeval cause of all causes of the creation, sustenance and destruction of the manifested universes. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations, and He is independent because there is no other cause beyond Him. It is He only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. By Him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion. As one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen in fire or land seen on water, only because of Him do the material universes temporarily manifested by the reactions of the three modes of nature appear factual, although they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon Him, Lord Shri Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from the illusory representations of the material world. I meditate upon Him, for He is the absolute truth. Purport. Unless one surrenders unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, it is certain that he will be bewildered. When an intelligent man surrenders unto the lotus feet of Krishna, and knows completely that Krishna is the cause of all causes as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, then only one can such an intelligent man becomes a Mahatma or great soul. But such a great soul is very rare. Only the Mahatmas can understand that the Supreme Lord is the primeval cause of all creations. He is Parama or ultimate truth because all other truths are relative to him. He is omniscient. For him there is no illusion. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarane. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadhyasya Yatonvayat Itaratas Charteshvabhijna Swaraj Tene Brahma Hridaya Adikavaye Muhyanti Yatsurayah Tejo Vari Mritam Yato Vinimayo Yatrat Trisargo Mrisha Dhamna Svena Sada Nirashtakohakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. Translation: O my Lord Shri Krishna, son of Vasudeva, O all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Shri Krishna because he is the absolute truth and the primeval cause of all causes of the creation, sustenance and destruction of the manifested universes. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations, and he is independent because there is no other cause beyond him. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion, as one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen in fire and land seen on water. Only because of him do the material universes temporarily manifested by the reactions of the three modes of material nature appear factual, although they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Shri Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from the illusory representations of material world. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. Hare Krishna. So, this verse we are seeing for many days. So here today we are going to discuss about a particular section from the purport. So here Prabhupada starts the purport with, unless one surrenders unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, it is certain that he will be bewildered. So in Bhagavatam we can see that in the prayers of Prahalad Maharaj says that, Bhalasya neha sharanam pitaro nrsimha nartasya chagadam udanvati majjato nahu. So it is said, Balasya, a small child, Balasya neha sharanam pitaro. In the sense, pitaro means the father and mother. A small child, he can take shelter of father and mother, but that is not the ultimate shelter. That is not the real shelter. And nartasya or artasya means a person who is suffering from disease. And agadam means medicine. Nartasya chagadam. A person who is diseased, he is suffering from disease. If he is taken shelter of medicine, that is also not the proper shelter. It is not the ultimate shelter. And it is said, Udanvati majjato nahu. Udanvati means the great ocean. We are in this material ocean, Bhavasagara. And Udanvati majjata means a person is suffering or is suffering in this material ocean, or is drowning in the material ocean. Or ocean. Nahu means boat. A person, he is suffering in the middle of the ocean, is shouting, "Oh, please help me, please help me." Suddenly some boat comes and they are saving him. If he is taken shelter of the boat also, that is not the actual shelter. So then why not? If a person is suffering in the middle of the ocean, a boat comes and saves him, then his life is saved. But then why we are not considering this as a save? It is not the proper shelter, Prahlad Maharaj is saying. A child is protected by father and mother, but it is not the ultimate shelter. And if somebody is suffering from disease, and that if they are taken shelter of medicine, that is also not proper shelter. Because this is all in the bodily platform. If a person is saved from this ocean, is drowning, if he saves, then only the body is saved. In Bhagavad Gita, the 2nd chapter, initially in the purport, Prabhupada mentions that Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj gave one example regarding this. It is like saving the dress of a drowning person. We are just saving the body, but this is not the proper save. This is not all this shelter we are taking. This is not the ultimate shelter. This is not the shelter we are supposed to take. And it is said, "Taptasya tat pradividdhir ya ihanja sheshtas." Taptasya means a person who is suffering in this material existence. So, and this material existence, as we discussed, this is also Bhavasagara, is a great material ocean. So to come out of this material existence, we have to take shelter of the Supreme Lord, Krishna. So here Prahlad Maharaj is saying that, oh, Narasimha, he is praying to Lord Narasimha Dev. So that is the actual shelter we are supposed to take. So here in the purport, Prabhupada mentions that unless one surrenders unto the Supreme Lord, it is certain that he will be bewildered. Whatever shelter we are taking, that is all temporarily beneficial, but that is not the ultimately beneficial. This is all temporary. Even devotees, we can see, when we get sick, we go to doctor, we take some medicine, but the purpose is different. We take medicine, we maintain the body to serve the Lord. If we are sick, then we will not be able to actively perform devotional service. So that is different. But if someone is thinking that, no, if I maintain my body, if I materially, if I am comfortable, materially, if I am satisfied, then I am okay, then that is not the proper shelter. So now we are taken shelter of father, mother, family members, and this is all a temporary shelter we have taken. So this is not the ultimate one. Like once His Grace Haripad Prabhu came to our temple where I was staying. So then he gave a lecture that he asked one question in the lecture. This I have quoted many times in the Tamil lecture also. So there he was asking that I will ask you a question. Who knows the answer? Raise your hand. Most of them raised the hand. That the question is, who is the most dear one in your family? So everyone raised hand, everyone wants to answer. But you are saying that not in this life, in the previous life. So then everyone is, nobody can answer this question. In the previous life, who is the dear one? Nobody can answer. And you are saying that if I ask you the same question in the next life, will you be able to answer? Nobody can answer. The thing is, now we are thinking so much that no, this is my family, my mother, all relatives and friends, so many relations we are taking care. Now if I don't take care, then what will happen to them? But that is not like this. In previous life you had a mother. Then what about her? What about them? We are not taking care of them. Once our journey is over, when our destination comes, we have to just get down. We cannot travel all along with them. This is all a temporary relationship. In this life, they have come together, and it's like in the water we can see it is coming together. As soon as you throw a stone, and immediately it is all scattered. So it is like this. All this material relationship, it is all temporary. It is not. It is all connected to the body. So when the body is no longer useful, then whatever is connected to the body, that is also no more relationship. We are now put into some different situations. So we are in this conditioned material existence. So we are thinking that we are this body. So we are identifying ourselves with this body. So that's why we are thinking that these relationships are the actual relationship. But this is because of this conditioned nature. We are covered up by this material body. And also we say we are eternally conditioned. Eternally means there is no beginning, beginningless. Beginningless in the sense we cannot trace out when we started this conditioned life. We cannot trace it out. And we will not know when we will get liberation also. Only Krishna knows when we will get liberation. So that's why it is said we are eternally conditioned. Eternally in the sense we will be eternally like this only. It is not like this. We cannot trace out the starting point and ending point. That's why it is considered as eternally conditioned. So why we are in this eternally conditioned nature? Because of the forgetful nature. So we forget the real nature, the original nature of ours, and now we are trying to think that the bodily relationship, whatever is connected to the body, that is all our relationship. We are identifying with ourselves. Because of that forgetfulness of the real nature, we are experiencing this conditioned material existence. So in this material existence, we perform activities, and what kind of activity we are performing, and we are getting result according to that. Like for example, if someone is very pious, he does all good activities, so-called good activities, and he get good result. If someone is behaving sinful, if someone is doing all bad activities, then he get the bad result. So this is the reward and punishment given by material nature. So the reward is, if someone is pious, then he may elevated to the heavenly planets, he may become a demigod, he may become a powerful controller. Powerful controller, not the supreme controller, they are the powerful controller. Even we are also controllers, but demigods are greater. They are more powerful than us. They are controlling, and then we go to that heavenly planet and we are elevated there. And then when we are doing bad activities, when we are doing sinful activities, then we are thrown into the hellish condition of life. Now, this is the punishment given by material nature. So there are some various rewards and punishments material nature is given, but this is all like a cheating. So in the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave this example actually. So this is like in olden days a king used to punish. Even now also this punishment is there. Now a criminal is punished in a way that he is dunked into the water, and when he is suffocated and when he is disturbed, and they released from the water for some time to breathe, and then again he is dunked into the water, and after suffocation then again they will release. So this material nature's reward and punishment is exactly like this. So we are rewarded for some time, and then again we are dunked into the water. So we are elevated to the heavenly planets and we become demigod, and after some time again we have to come back again we have to come back again. Material nature will push us into the water. So that is the reward and punishment. It is all like cheating. It is not eternal benefit. So that's why it is said in Bhagavatam, bhayam dvitiya biniveshatah syad ishad apetasya viparyayo smritihi. It is said the bhayam, the fear comes, bhayam dvitiya. Dvitiya means you think something else is there. You are thinking that other than Krishna there is something else is there. When you think like this, then bhayam, fear comes, fearful nature, the anxiety comes. Bhayam dvitiya biniveshatah syad ishad apetasya viparyayo smritihi. So here asmritihi. Asmritihi is the significant word in this verse. Asmritihi means forgetfulness. So when you forget our original nature, the real nature, so when we forget Krishna, then we are put into Maya. When you are put into illusion. The illusion is, then there is always fear, anxiety, because we are identifying ourselves with the body. So then it is said, Prabhupada mentions many times that Maya, Maya means that which is not. So when we think that this is my body, this is myself, when we relate ourselves with the body, then we are considering which is not true, we are thinking that this is true. That which is not, this is Maya. So even we can see many are saying that I don't believe in God, I want to become God. There is no relationship between me and God, they say. But this is all a false statement. This is not true statement. That means they are in illusion. So this illusion means it is godless concept of life. So this godless concept of life will make them suffer more and more in this material existence. So but a learned person, he will not think like this. A learned person will surrender to the Lord with devotion, with all his intelligence, he will surrender to the Supreme Lord. So then, here Prabhupada says that unless one surrenders unto the Supreme Lord, so it is certain that he will be bewildered. So all this bewilderment, like reward, punishment, everything, material nature is giving. So this is all a bewilderment. Living entities are thinking that if I do good things, then it is good. This materially it is good, but spiritually there is no benefit. It's all this temporary material benefit. So then it is said, when we surrender to the Supreme Lord, then we are not bewildered by Maya. It is said, Krishna Surya Sama Maya Andakara Yahan Krishna Tahan Maya Nahi Adhikar. Where there is light, then there is no darkness. When there is sun, there is no darkness. So when we take shelter of Krishna, when we surrender to Krishna, then there is no Maya. Then we are not in illusion. That's why in Bhagavad Gita it is said, Dhaivi Esha Gunamayi Mamma Maya Durattaya. So the word is used here, Durattaya. Durattaya is very difficult to overcome. It's not difficult, it's very difficult to overcome. But it is not impossible to overcome. It's very difficult to overcome. You can see, for example, when you go to a big person's house, they will keep a dog for security. You go there, and when you enter inside, the dog chases us. And the proper thing we can do is, instead of chasing the dog, you call the master. You call the master says that, no, don't do this, you come here, then immediately the dog comes back. So same like the Maya, the external energy, this is also the servant of Krishna. So when Maya is chasing us, then we have to call the master. When we take shelter of the Supreme Lord, then we can overcome this illusion. So then in the purport, Prabhupada continues that when an intelligent man, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, then only can such intelligent man become a Mahatma, a great soul. But such a great soul is rarely seen. Only the Mahatmas can understand the Supreme Lord is the primeval cause of all causes, all creations. So we can see Supreme Lord as different energies. It is classified into 3 categories. The first is Antaranga Shakti, internal potency, and the second is Tatashta Shakti, marginal energy, and the third is Bahiranga Shakti, external energy. So the living entities are marginal energy. They are between the internal energy and external energy. But they are prone to come this way or that way. Sometimes they are under the control of internal energy or sometimes under the control of external energy. That's why we are considered as marginal energy. So when a living entity is under the control of internal energy, they display their original nature. They engage in the service of the Lord. So when they are not engaged in the service of the Lord, then we are put under the control of external energy. So then they are in illusion, they are in Maya. So in Bhagavad Gita it is said, Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakritim ashritaha. So Mahatmas, the great souls who are surrendered to the Supreme Lord, they are not under the control of external energy. They are daivim prakritim ashritaha. They have taken shelter of the internal energy. So the Mahatmas, they are great souls, but they are not crippled minded person. Crippled minded means they are even the crippled minded persons, they may not be enjoying their sense gratification personally, but they may do it in some other way, in some other isms like nationalism, communism. But it is considered as extended sense gratification. So they are not personally doing sense gratification, but it is extended. I am not doing it for myself. I am doing it for my society. I am doing it for my community. I am doing it for my nation. Like that. This is extended. But it is all so-called isms, nationalism, socialism. But in material point of view, it is, one may say that no, this is good. He is serving the nation, he is serving the community. But that is spiritually, there is no value in this. It's all, the basis is sense gratification, whether it is personal or extended, but it is sense gratification. But only a person is considered a Mahatma when he is serving the senses of the Supreme Lord. Rishikesha Sevanam, Bhakti Ruchyate. So then that is considered as devotional service. When we engage in devotional service, we are satisfying the senses of the Supreme Lord. So then we are considered as Mahatmas, a great soul. So it is said, when a person is not serving the Supreme Lord, then they are subject to the influence of the threefold miseries. Adhyatmika klesha, Adi Daivika klesha, and Adi Bhautika klesha. These 3 miseries, they are put under these threefold miseries. So because of this, they are suffering in the threefold miseries, and the ultimate problem is they have to go through this birth, death, old age and disease. This cycle is going on. So then the solution is we have to come out of this material existence by engaging in the service of the Lord, by surrendering to the Supreme Lord. So when we engage in the service of the Lord, then when we take shelter of the Supreme Lord, then Mam eva ye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. Krishna says. So when we engage in the service of Lord, that is the only solution then only we will not be bewildered by this material nature. So when we are under this external energy or internal energy, whatever it is, when we are in this material world, we have to maintain the body and soul together. We have to work. But when we work, we have to think that whether we are doing it for Krishna or Maya. When we do it for the satisfaction of Krishna, then it is then it is progressive, then it is constructive. So then we can come out of this Maya. The devotees, they also do the same work. They also eat, sleep, everything, but they are doing it for Krishna. Then they are considered as Mahatmas. So then this is the way. This is the way to come out of this bewilderment of this material nature. Then Prabhupada continues that he is Parama or ultimate truth because all other truths are relative to him. He is omniscient. For him there is no illusion. So this we discussed. He is the absolute truth. He is all truths are relative to him. So he is Swarat, independent. He is not dependent on anything. For him there is no illusion. So this we discussed in the previous classes also, that he is absolute truth. It's not absolute truth and relative truth we discussed. So that's why in this verse Vyasadeva is saying that Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So I am offering my obeisances unto the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, because he is the absolute truth. He is the primeval cause of everything. They said Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of everything. He is Parama. He is the ultimate truth, because all other truths are relative to him. He is a Sarva Karana Karanam. And so that's why you see Prabhupada mentions that whatever he has to say, everything he put in this first canto of Srimad-Bhagavatam, because he was not sure that he will be able to complete the Bhagavatam fully and everything. So even we can see in the first canto, in the first verse, in the purport he has mentioned so many things that we are discussing it for days now. So the point here is we have to surrender to the lotus feet of the Lord. Then only we can come out of this bewilderment, this Maya. So Hare Krishna. Any questions, comments regarding this?